Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then.
Yaya Toure will be key here, Peter. His versatility and drive makes him a nightmare for the opposition.
He was actually a much more conventional holding midfield player in his younger days, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he's come on in leaps and bounds since then. In fact, he's at his best when partnered with a defensive midfielder like that, because it means he has license to just join the attack.
So he's benefited a lot from his new role.
Yeah, it's brought so much more out of him. He's a true all-round player now.
Van der Ven did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And that pass just didn't quite work. Dembele! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Nicely worked. Now it's Osimhen. Might be shoots! Goal, England! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Up he goes! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
That's a little off target.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Drogba.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Dembele. Done delicately. Wirtz wins the duel this time.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Aimed beyond the defence. Tries a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Liverpool with the corner. They're first. Decent chance! No, he's missed it.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
Rijkaard.
Just as a...
Oh, terrible pass. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Hakimi. Rijkaard. And this is Dembele. It's Dembele! Oh, that was no routine save.
Dembele really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
England have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Yamal. He's picked his way through. England have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Osimhen! And it's Rijkaard. Tries to thread one through. Dembele. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And
think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Toure really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. He has found the way through. Now this could be a chance.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Nicely aimed pass. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Dembele. So what can they make of this? Rijkaard. Now Singo could move up a gear here. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Van der Sar gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Alexander-Arnold is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, really good feet.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That has been cut short. That has been slung wide. And this is Dembele. It's Dembele! And he's opted for the long pass. A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Quick announcement now. We would like to
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So off we go once more.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And it's Wirtz. Spread it left. That looks a cracking ball. There's the shot! Tried the volley, but no.
Well, that was inventive and speculative, but the thought process was a little slicker than the attempt.
Rijkaard. Now it's Drogba. Lovely pass, but can he get there? No, it's come to nothing. Osimhen. Rijkaard. Quality ball. Played into space. This might spell danger. Brilliantly cut out. It is a corner. England have their second corner now. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And now they can spring out of defence. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. And the volley. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
And he cuts out the supply. Rijkaard. It's a pretty loose pass. Robertson. And that is a little undercooked. He's got away. And he shoots! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Lamine Yamal clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
No, that's been intercepted. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Ambitious ball here. And that's put paid to a promising move. Pass somewhat off target. Looking for options for movement. Chance for a shot!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Threads one in. And it's Wirtz. Passing is crisp and sharp. Some really good ball movement. He's on it, can he get away?
England clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
That's beautifully weighted. Big chance, corner. So, third corner of the game. Oh, he's been caught napping. England are looking to go forward now. Yaya Toure. And claimed it back swiftly. And here's Drogba. Shot to Bellingham! And that could have brought them level.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
And here's Mbappe. Played in by Robertson. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's found a way through. Yamal proves just a little bit too strong. Corner number 3 coming up. And it's been taken short. Played into the box. Big header! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 4 coming up here.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
This ended up in no man's land. 2 minutes to be added on. England clearly now in lead preservation mode. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
I'd like to draw your attention to the screen right
Your
now
final
for
thoughts, Jim?
information on our
It's just a
shuttle
bad
buses.
day at the office, Peter. They look below par in all areas, and it has to be cause for genuine worry.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway.
I think it goes without saying, Peter, that Michel Platini will be standout here.
Yeah, a man, of course, who's been idolised by so many, but bettered by almost no man.
Yeah, maybe other players can do it on their day, Peter, but with this fella, he could do it repeat.
David Villa! Dembele.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Roberto Carlos. Can he get it through? Roberto Carlos. Balls over the line, and it is a corner. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Busquets. He is through here, and Messi! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
Costa Curta. Looking to play him in. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Check, clears. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And it's De Jong. Oh, good-looking ball. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Busquets is always scanning the pitch for targets. Liverpool, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. David Villa. Roberto Carlos. Knocks it into space. And he was quick to react. Manchester United look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but...
Oh, shooting shot! Oh, it rattles the bar!
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Alexander-Arnold calmly anticipates. Robertson. And here's Mbappe. Gets into some space. Oh, what a climb! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
That is good alertness. De Jong, the pressing's intense, and it's paid off. David Villa.
Such good technique.
And he's running through, and the shots! It's fallen kindly here. Goal! Manchester United! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Manchester United penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Costa Curta has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Roberto Carlos. De Jong. He's got away. Little pass back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Yaya Toure. Some resolute defending there. And it's De Jong. Oh, just skips past his man.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Oh, that's well spotted.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Bellingham. And the counter is on. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, that's neat. Alexander-Arnold has it out. Oh, smashing header! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here.
Costa Curta. Some good work on the right flank here. Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, super ball.
There will be 1 minute.
Chance for a shot! He has done it! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. That was easy, almost 2. And there is the half-time whistle. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to
And now
resist
I'd
change
just like to
at
read
this
out
stage.
our fan club members who are celebrating their birthdays today.
And we're off again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Yaya Toure. Now Mbappe. Delivered across. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Mbappe. Platini. De Jong. Now that's well seen too. Tries to play it through. Shot a goal! Oh, he's... and again! It's a throw-in. Seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
De Jong. That is a brilliant interception. And that has left him in a heap. So we've reached the hour mark. Chips it through. He's having a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And it's Alexander-Arnold. Drogba. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Messi. Platini. Great chance! Oh, good steal. He just read it. Dembele. No way through there. Played into space.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Dembele! No, not the best of headers.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Bellingham. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
This is the time you need that pace.
There's no flag. He's picked his way through. It's a smartly directed ball. Mbappe looking to run onto it. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Robertson picks it up out wide.
That's good defensive concentration.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And this is... And the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are cruising away. A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and...
Oh, what has happened here? Picked out brilliantly. Great vision. And that is exemplary defending.
Some inspired work, that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
And he's managed to get free. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
That's an imaginative pass. Good ball over the top. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Spread out to the left.
They've got to be quick moving this forward. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Platini.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And the pass is intercepted. Yaya Toure. And we're done. Liverpool cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. Well, how will we look back on that?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello, everybody,
The fans have
and
pulled out
welcome to
all the
today's
stops
match.
to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Now this man, Yaya Toure, Jim, midfielders don't come much more complete and dominant than him, do they?
Well, the envy of so many opposition teams, I would guess. No one offers the complete package like he does, the perfect blend of power, of pace, and it's no exaggeration to say that he's one of the greatest box-to-box players around.
A real handful by any measurement.
Totally.
Beckenbauer, and the finish!
And he was there to get a vital touch. Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Shoots! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
So, a breakthrough already. Liverpool finding their passes. Great defending, strong and determined. Yaya Toure. Cannavaro. It's a searching pass. Oh, played through for the wide man. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Beckham. Rummenigge. Rijkaard. Bellingham. And it's Vieira. Now it's Rivaldo. Shapes to shoot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
First quarter of an hour gone. Beckenbauer. He's in space and looking for options. Dembele is the team's great visionary, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That has been cut short. Can he get it through? Rummenigge.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Alexander-Arnold. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Big chance! And he's there to belt it away. And they've switched it over to the other side.
Well spotted.
Neymar going full tilt down the left. And he plays one through. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Rivaldo touches it back.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Dembele quietly revving up. And this is Drogba. And it's Bellingham. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Played out to the right. And that has put paid to that. That's a little off target. Bellingham. Alexander-Arnold. And he's in on goal. Bellingham! Nicely spread. And the counter is on. Threads one in. He's through here. Well read. Nice interception. Drogba chasing after it. Robertson.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And this is Drogba. Tries to play it through. Now can he find... And the shot! This time surely! Just a whisker away. Thuram has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Beckham. Rivaldo. Vieira. And it's Neymar. He's had it taken off him.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Takes a shot! We expected better. And he's following up! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
And the keeper beats it away. Played with finesse. Nice interception, well timed. Vieira. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Robertson kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
We'd like to inform you that
well, obviously
CCTV
things are not good, Peter. It seems the
safety.
team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Substitution in progress.
So off we go once more.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Dembele is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Thuram. Best. Good purposeful running this. Toure did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Can he finish? Superb from Best! That is a gem! An absolute gem! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
He's gone for goal! He's done very well to get to that.
Bellingham really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And it's Robertson.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's picked his way through. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Just about up to the hour now. It's not an especially good pass, that. Pelé. Good driving run. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, that's well spotted. Cannavaro. Pelé. Zola. Best. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Oh, he's burst through, and Yaya Toure! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yaya Toure clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And here's Dembele. Chance, surely! They've got to be quick to recover this. It's a pretty loose pass. Now this could be a chance. Incoming delivery. Pele can so cleverly bypass the press. Spread neatly. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So what can they make of this? And it's been played through. Oh, he's been caught napping. And it's been given away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Pele. Passing is crisp and sharp. Osimhen. Osimhen! And the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Knocks it into space. Yaya Toure. Thuram gets across to intercept that.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Pele going about things with real menace. That's tidy. Played in. He gets big. He is just caressing the ball. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Mbappe. Yaya Toure. And there goes the final whistle. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today.